Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Leo. It won't resonate with everyone. There will be an extended, the link will be in the description box below. Let's see what the angels want you to know and what's good for your soul at this time. Thank you guys for watching. Beautiful. This is your past position. We have soul retrieval. Beautiful card. Switch reading. Beautiful. This is your main focus position. You have awakened and accessibility. Drum and Dreamweaver. Renewal. Beautiful. This is your life position. Beautiful. There's a completion here. Buried in the earth, calling. What's the advice here? You guys have a lot of 2 cards in your position. I feel the need to get one more over here. What you need to know. Your advice is to put that call out to the universe. And really immerse yourself in your emotions and your world around you. In your inner self here. There's an energy here of someone not asking for the assistance that they need, or not asking the right questions for the knowledge they want to obtain. There's also a bit of fear here, and really immersing yourself in your emotional body. There's a bit of fear here, and really allowing yourself to open up to spirit and to really communicate with spirit. there's like a feeling here of, I'll get into it a little bit, but I don't want to start seeing spirits. I don't want to start hearing spirits. There's a fear here of the unknown, and allowing yourself to be engulfed in this spiritual path. And with this being in the advice section, there's a need here for you to allow yourself to do that, to allow yourself to put out that spiritual call, to put out that universal call, and to allow the energy that comes to you. There's nothing to fear here. You're protected. Your advice here is also to be authentic. Baby's coming. Okay. So let's get this reading done right. And I think I said this was your advice section, but it's actually not. This is what you need to know. So let's go back and let's do this reading the right way. In your past section, we have soul retrieval. It feels like aspects of your soul were able to be integrated into your being. You know, as we choose to inhabit this vessel and have another experience on this earth, these vessels are too delicate to contain our soul in its entirety. This is part of the reason we have part of our soul within us and our higher self or our oversoul external to us. And what's happened here, you've begun an awakening process. And because of this, aspects of yourself is now ready to be integrated into your being for this experience in order to help you have further growth and further development, further connection to the spirit or your spirit. Now with your main focus, you have awakened. And this speaks directly to what's happening as aspects of yourself are now ready to be integrated and used for your experience, or in this experience, you're now able, here with accessibility, you are now able to access spiritual understanding, spiritual truth, higher knowledge, deeper awareness of yourself, and deeper awareness of what's happening here with this, with aspects of yourself being reintegrated. It feels like if you didn't know, you know now that you're going through an awakening and that you're more sensitive and able to access not only different abilities, because with your abilities, as you develop them in each lifetime, what you've developed carries over into your next experience, and you build upon that, and that's how you achieve self-mastery, and you're able to truly begin to eliminate that connection we have to karma. You're able to remove yourself from the wheel of karma and enter the wheel of grace. And it's also by remembering deeper truths about what the experience is truly about. There's expansion happening here. And it's definitely happening with the heart and the third eye. And this is your main focus. So stay focused on this spiritual awakening, on this journey towards ascension that you're in. And with Dreamweaver, you may be experiencing a lot of wisdom with that owl, a lot of wisdom coming in as your soul is free of the body, as it's fully free, as you're in that dream state, or what we feel is the dream state. At that time, your soul is able to be with its higher soul and be free in that spiritual space. It's in a way, it's replenishing for the spirit. It gives the spirit that opportunity to go and retrieve information and insight to help the physical journey. We're definitely not here alone, and we're not here without access and guidance. You know, if you want to obtain deeper understanding, and with this reading, it looks as if you definitely do. If you want to obtain deeper understanding, you have to be willing to let go of that in which that holds you back. It could be what you thought you knew thus far, and the challenge the challenging information. And what I feel is, it's okay for you to challenge information, but it's never okay for information to be challenging to you. You have the opportunity to reject or receive all that comes to you in your experience. And as you're awakening, there's again a sense here where you don't fully want to allow yourself to enter into a path unknown. It's almost like the moon card here, where you're faced with the opportunity to be guided by the light and the dark. And that's not necessarily good or bad. Good or bad is determined by the way you perceive it. You know? And if you feel something is bad, you have the opportunity to remove yourself from it. But don't reject experiences before they happen. Allow all experiences to come to you, and then make the decision consciously whether it's something you want to partake in. But don't allow fear to close any opportunity for you, because there's a sense here that whatever comes your way, you conquer it. Completion. You conquer it. You have this ability to transmute and transfer lower vibrations. And that's a part of this reintegration of the soul. That reintegration gives you more power. It gives you more of an understanding of how much authority you have in your life. Now with this life position, it could be taken many ways. It could be the many challenges of life. It could be what you need to know about your life. It could be about your life purpose. It could be so many different things, but I read it according to the energy and what the message is that wants to be conveyed as it relates to the reading I have. And with this new renewal, this birth, this is about you allowing yourself and your experience to be renewed, to be better set on course in the direction that your soul is guiding you to go in. I just keep having this feeling of fear. And it's misplaced and misunderstood. not to mention, it's not real. Fear is created by the mind. You call it an emotion, but it's a thought. It always trickles back down to a thought. And then that thought creates an emotion. But fear is always unwarranted. Especially if you have that belief that you are the child of a higher power. And there's a sense here of you experience things the way you view things. As this child sees this bird, it speaks to me of viewing life freely. And we do have freedom here with bird. And in this position, this is why it's all happening. And it's all happening to give you freedom on a soul level. To be placed however you want it in your life. You're being renewed, and this is a rebirth. This is an opportunity to transform the direction of your life, the direction of your consciousness. If you look at things from a child's perspective, you have so much to learn. Just because you're aged, something that is also created by man, not really by creator, but created by man. It's not by your age. It's by your consciousness. It's by your spiritual development. It's about your maturity. And you have this opportunity to truly walk into a new direction in your experience. Will you take the opportunity to be reborn? To awaken? To continue to have access to more and more levels of your soul, of your consciousness. Again, the more you obtain, the more abilities you obtain, the more control you obtain over your abilities, the more spiritual abilities you carry over into each lifetime, and you begin to make better decisions, and you begin to clear karma in a much more wise way. Now, the heart of the reading. There's a sense here of grounding, of nurturing the soul, of really nurturing your completion. There's no ending to development. When you clear your karma here and you're able to have that opportunity to experience other worlds, other dimensions, there's no real end. You finally release yourself of that karmic trap that the world can place you in. And it feels as if you continue to follow that path of ascension, if you continue to transmute lower vibrations, if you continue to recognize that karma is something that you physically tie yourself to, you have the opportunity to recognize what doesn't work and make that call. Make that call and say, I understand here my lesson. It's all about the lesson. It's not about karma. It's not about the specifics of what. It's about understanding that you have the opportunity to learn a lesson in every encounter, in every moment of your experience. And obviously with this reading, there's a level of ascension here that's brought you to the understanding that you have the opportunity to disconnect from what in which no longer serves you. There's almost a sense of soul completion here. You've eliminated, it feels multiple soul contracts, multiple arrangements, lessons that have been set up before coming here. That's what you call progression. You're progressing, and be sure that you're progressing. I feel like what you need to know, again, it's okay to really submerge yourself in the spiritual culture, if you'll accept me saying that. It's okay. It's okay to listen to the wisdom of the body, to listen to the wisdom of your spirits. It's about understanding what spirits are meant for you. Not every spirit you come into contact with is meant for your highest good. As you raise your vibration, you become, and some people may not like to hear this, but you're still, let me be delicate with y'all, you're still in a position where a being that's not aligned with your vibration, you're still in a position where a being will still want to come and energy vampire you. Continue on your path and continue to know that you are protected. And that as you allow yourself to become more spiritual and allow yourself not to fight your abilities, not to be fearful of developing more abilities and more understanding, more knowledge, and allowing yourself to challenge information but not be challenged by information. Allow yourself to be all in, or I'm not going to say nothing. Allow yourself to be all in. Your advice here, again, is to know that you're protected and to know that authenticity is the key in ascension. You can't know yourself and yet hide yourself. Not from yourself. Not only that, but protect that in which you've come to understand. Be authentic. When you have interactions with other people, you may not see eye to eye, but they don't have to change your view or your opinion. And you don't have to be shameful or fearful that the information that you obtain or the progression of your soul will begin to push people away. If it happens, that's what's meant to happen. You're not always meant to stay with the same souls, even if they're soul mates. They're here to teach you a lesson. And it doesn't matter whether they stay or go. It matters if you're learning the lessons as they come. It matters if you're steadily focused on your progression and your ability to understand and move forward with information rather than to reject it based on worldly beliefs or worldly understandings. This is a beautiful gift here in your physical experience here, to really obtain higher consciousness and be able to carry that over in your future experiences in order to free you from the imprisonment of reincarnation over and over here on this dense experience, on this dense plane. With expression here, you're going to need to not fight this new you and really express yourself moving forward. Authenticity, really be authentic, because not being authentic protects you from obtaining more of your personal truth, from your personal soul's journey. Not everyone has been where your soul's been. Not everyone has seen what your soul's seen. Not even you have seen some of the things that you have lived. You know what I mean? So don't reject information. Welcome it. And begin to develop your abilities to where you're able to discern. You don't have to reject information, but you have to discern what is your truth and what your soul more resonates with. When you get a call to earth, it's not always, your soul doesn't always come from the same place. You may be sitting next to somebody who has never been where your soul has been. Therefore, you vibrate on two completely different levels. You have two completely different consciousness. So move forward and allow your experience to be tailored to you. Receive information from above, from around, and within, and move forward with what resonates with you and not what resonates with all. So that's going to be your reading. We will have an extended. The link will be in the description box. You guys have a great one. Thank you for coming. Like, share, and comment if you want to. Have a good one.